I wasn't supposed to hear the recording. It wasn't labeled. No date, no name. Just a file left behind on a broken recorder inside an abandoned hotel room. When I pressed play, I heard myself. My name is Farhan. In 2018, I worked freelance documenting abandoned places, old factories, empty hospitals, forgotten hotels. Most of them were exactly what you'd expect: dust, silence, nothing. That's why I said yes when someone emailed me about an abandoned hotel on the outskirts of town. They didn't give a name, just a location and one note: if you go, check room 33. The building stood alone, 5 floors, all windows dark. The sign above the entrance had long since fallen off. Inside, the air smelled stale, not rotten, just untouched. Like time had stopped but hadn't moved on either. I tried looking the place up before going in. Nothing. No history, no news, no reason it was abandoned. It was like the hotel had been erased, but the building was real, and I was standing right in front of it. The front door wasn't locked. It opened too easily. That should have been my first warning. Inside, the reception desk was still intact. Keys hung behind it, every room numbered. Every key still there, except one. Room 33. I've been in abandoned places before. They creak. They echo. They remind you they're empty. This place didn't. It absorbed sound. Even my footsteps felt muted, like the building didn't want to be heard. The stairs were right there, but I don't know why. I chose the elevator. It shouldn't have worked. But when I pressed the button, it lit up. The doors closed slowly, too slowly, as if something was deciding whether to let me leave. Then it started moving. No sound, no shaking, just smooth, silent ascent. And then it stopped at the 3rd floor. The doors opened to a long corridor. Lights flickered above. Doors lined both sides, all closed, except one. At the far end, room 33, it wasn't broken, it wasn't damaged, it looked used. Like someone had been there recently. The handle was slightly worn. The number 33 was too clean. The room was small: a bed, a chair, a table, and a recorder sitting in the center as if it had been placed there for me. I pressed play, static, then breathing, slow, uneven. And then a voice. Don't open the door. I froze because I recognized it. It was mine, not similar. Not close. Exact. The recording continued. If you're hearing this, you're already inside. A pause. He's in the hallway. That's when I heard it. A knock from outside the room. Slow, deliberate. 3 times. I scrambled through the device. There was another file. I pressed it, more static, then my voice again. Don't answer it. The door handle turned slightly, just enough to notice, then stopped. Whoever or whatever was outside wasn't trying to break in. It was waiting. Hands shaking, I hit the last file. My voice louder this time, panicked. If it sounds like me, don't listen. Then, from the hallway, I heard it. Farhan, my voice. Perfect. Right outside the door. My chest tightened. If I was inside, and something outside sounded exactly like me, then what made the recording? There was one last file, unnamed. I hesitated, then pressed play. I open the door, heavy breathing, footsteps, then it's not copying me. A pause. It's replacing me. 3 knocks, louder this time, more impatient. Farhan? Open the door, my voice. But wrong. I'm still in that room. The recorder is still here, and the knocking hasn't stopped. Sometimes it uses my voice. Sometimes it uses others, but it always says the same thing. Open the door. So if you ever find a place that shouldn't exist, and you hear yourself on the other side, would you trust the voice or the silence?